Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Howlight, Dale Bailey,
you know about the
Kathy,
walkover in England. Hi, Mags.
Tammy Green, Dale Bailey, Hilda.
Mags' website.
Welcome everybody. Sharon Kearns, welcome. Barbara Puglies.
Hi, Hilda.
It's dark already. Hi, Lori Hayden. Go check, make sure everything is up and running real quick. Alright, that one's up.
I didn't see that even.
Linda, Lee Bart, Cleo, welcome. Tammy Green, I said that once. Alright, so Getter's up. Welcome over there on Getter.
I will do that. Got it right here. Right there. Finally showed up. Hi, Slim.
Check Rumble.
Oh no.
Where'd the rain come from all of a sudden?
I thought it was going to, according to my radar, it was supposed to go right by us.
Huh. Hello, Grammy Jean, Susan K. Spencer, over on Rumble, welcome. Grammy Jean, Susan K. Spencer. Looks like everything is running. Hello, Magafly, Belinda, Angel Girl. I may have to go put some sweatpants on.
What's that?
I may have to go put some sweatpants on.
I'm actually hot.
Are ya?
Too hot. Hi, Patty Lee. Thanks for joining us.
It's October, it rains every day.
So we can, say hi to everybody. We have prayer requests or some news everybody needs to know about. We're waiting on Mommy Mickey and
Alright guys, I'm gonna go grab some sweatpants. I will be right back.
Do our prayer and then we'll do the pledge and then we'll visualize. Hi, Kara. Showing up there, Patty Lee. Patty Leah. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Slim. Hi, Charlene. Shelly. Sorry, I be careful driving. It's raining here, but it's not. I don't. It's pretty nice except for the rain. I got some sweatpants on. Shouldn't have them on. Thanks everybody for showing up. We'll get everything set up here in a little bit. Vigil. Don't forget, Friday we'll be going to Warsaw, Virginia. We'll be Northern Neck Detention Center, Tammy and me. And then tomorrow, big day. We're going to have a memorial at the Capitol for Ashley. And we'll start around 5. And we'll go until whatever the memorial will be over. Then we'll get everything ready and come back over here to the hashtag Freedom Corner and have cake and celebrate Ashley's life. I'm sure we'll have some big call-ins. It'll be a good evening. Hi, Denise. On a trip to Northern Neck, you're going to have your snacks. You have to use the restroom before you leave because you're not stopping until we get there. Tammy has shotgun. So y'all just have to hold on. The car's overloaded, you just have to hold on to it. Hi, Judy. Tammy, see what time we're leaving. Hope to leave around 11. Just there around 2:30, 3 o'clock. So I can set up my streams. Maybe get a bite to eat. Thanks everybody for joining early tonight. Rainy. Well, you can't have the front seat, Kim. Tammy's got the shotgun. You can ride on the little hump thing, you know. I used to ride on that in my dad's car. You're gonna make her sit on the hump. Hi, Rebecca.
How are you?
Oh, better now that you're here. Marlene, I thought you'd be flying your helicopter so you could watch out for the highway patrol so we could speed there. Hi, Cloud Talker. Alright, thank you for sending the links. Y'all make too much more noise, they'll turn around and come back. You have to be on good behavior. Hi, Lee. There you go. you can give the aid slide. You're on the back rear bumper there. You can give the freedom finger back to the people that be giving us the freedom finger. No, we need you to watch out for the highway patrol in front of us there, Marlene. Look for traffic. Hi, Helen. Thanks for joining us. We're on here a little early. We're waiting on Mom and Mickey and Again to get here. We'll set up the equipment, play some music, and then say our prayer, and we touch the flag, and then we'll visualize. There you go, Cam.
Hi everyone. Good evening. Hi Storm.
How are you?
How are you?
Better now that you're here.
I know. It still makes me feel special. Even though I have to share Storm with all of you guys.
Hi Priscilla, hi Wyoming. I've seen you became a member of the Freedom Express Media Facebook group today. Hi Jason, Tammy Mundy. Hi Dana, Naomi, Belinda, Jackie. Hello Mama, love you. Roy Long, welcome. Lola Steele. Hello. Oh, I'm warm now. I got my sweatpants on. We're good to go.
At the winner, at the winner.
Good to go. Mountain Dew. Oh, I left it on the hood of my truck, I bet. I am not going back up there now. Hi Lou, Maldonado, how you doing?
Democrats, Republicans, Independents, and your doors. Cancel culture getting bored. Nothing left for us to do but sit at home and watch the news. Feed and spread the virus. Cause we were all at home, we had nowhere to go. Feed and spread the virus.
It's hard to tell. He's got sweatpants on, probably over top his jeans.
Made it to the grocery store, no toilet paper anymore. I guess that's what we need the most. I don't know why.
Sometimes I hear different parts of this song and it makes me laugh.
Shopping baskets looking full, stocking up on all the seeds. I'll save the world by God.
Thank you everybody over there on Getter for sharing this out. We greatly appreciate you. Looks like we've got Naomi, Denise.
No more South by Southwest, no more Disneyland, I guess. No more basketball events, all eyes on the president. Space is full of scientists, amazing, I did not know this. All the posts and all the memes and government conspiracies. Feed and spread the virus, cause we were all alone, we had nowhere to go. Feed and spread the virus, we all just stayed at home, just playing all alone, alone, at home, alone, at home, on all alone. Come on, kid. Well, woman I love is the name Ramona. She kinda looks like Tempest Storm. She can dance like a little Egypt. She works snake farm. It just sounds nasty, snake farm. Pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile, snake farm. Keen sense of humor. She got a tattoo down her arm. It's a python. In a little
Hi, Penny Gregory.
Snake farm. Snake farm.
Hi, Bart.
It just sounds nasty. Snake farm. Pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile. Snake farm.
Snake farm.
Ramona, how come she works there? She says, well, it's got its charm. There's nothing to do in the winter. Now and then some kid gets bit at the snake farm. Snake farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake farm, it pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile house. Snake farm. And a band from Wales that's called The Alarm. She said she cried when they broke up. She still plays the records at the snake farm. Snake farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake farm, pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile, snake farm.
Hi, Tim Mooney.
Sometimes Ramona calls me up and says, come on down here, it's getting warm. She runs everybody off and we, you know, it's snake farm. Snake farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake farm, it pretty much is. Snake farm, it's a reptile house. Snake farm. Snake farm, it
it just sounds nasty. Snake farm, it pretty much is. Snake farm, it's a reptile. Snake farm, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Hi, Freedom Punky over on Twitch. Good to see you.
I can't count the times I've called your name from broken light, and you showed up and patched me up like you do every night. I get amnesia. I forget that you keep coming around. Yeah, ain't no way you
Good to see you too. Good to see you too. Good to see you, Mighty. I hope you will find me. Hello, Glorious Stomp. It's good. It's God. Good God Almighty.
You say the love goes on forever, that you mercy never stops. Why would I still be so mighty that you're not like sun in the morning? I know you're gonna be there every day.
Hi, Boxer Heather.
Make me feel great. Good God Almighty, I hope you find me.
Praising your name, oh my God.
Cause I know
And I'll be
without your mercy,
sweet Tammy, comma. What?
praising your name at the top of my lungs.
What did,
Tell me, is it good?
Tammy, I'm trying to ask David his next choice on Amazon so I can send him a Cash App to order it. Let me look. Even when the sun goes down, nothing in the morning, nothing in the moonlight, nothing when the sun goes down. Mighty, I hope you will find me. Raising your name up back in the dawn. Where I'll be without your mercy.
So I keep praising your name at the top of my lungs. Tell me, is it good?
It's good.
Tell me, is it God?
It's God.
He is
Good God Almighty. In the moonlight, Jesus when the sun goes down. Let me see this real quick. Moonlight, Jesus when the sun goes down.
My haters be giving my name to the feds. They went to my parents' house, I was at home in bed. All this stuff cause either want me in prison or dead. I pulled up at the crib, MAGA hat still on my head. Bryson, they did nothing wrong, I'm going Roger Stone. They probably gon' tap my girls, they probably tap my phone. And people send me death threats, better leave me alone. Cause I just bought another gun and it's legally owned. Rappers dissing on my name, hoping they help their status. Rookies hating on the vet, get in the gym and practice. And they said I'm a terrorist with semi-automatics. I guess I probably love me better if I was in the Castro. Hey, I'm Magus most wanted, ayy. Hey, I'm Magus most wanted, ayy. I'm
I would-
Magus most wanted, ayy. Hey, I'm Magus most wanted, ayy. Hey, I'm Magus
I would
most
say this
wanted.
thing here, Tammy Mundy.
With the smoke if you want it, ayy. With the smoke if you want it, with the smoke if you want it, ayy.
I think that thing right there would be more beneficial than anything. Honestly.
I'm a Christian with a MAGA hat and AR.
Like the heated sleeping bag liner.
Like we was in the bar. Instead of hating on me, you need to get up the bar. Death threats, now the FBI, what's next? No other thing but the left label me.
Thank you, Tammy Mundy. You've been so wonderful. Yes, Cleo, I did get that, and I did get your message, and I will go do that tomorrow and bring that with me to the Capitol. Hi, Barney from New Zealand. Welcome.
But I know they try to make us poor. They probably take our guns before you can count us four. And they'll probably ban the Bible so we can't read no more. You better wake up and realize it's a spiritual war. Hey, I'm Magus most wanted, ayy. Hey, I'm Magus most wanted, hey, I'm Magus most wanted, ayy. Hey, I'm Magus most wanted, ayy. Hey, I'm Magus most wanted with a smoke if you want it, ayy. I'm with the smoke if you want it, ayy. I'm with the smoke.
Thank you, Tammy Mundy.
Hey, I'm Magus most wanted, ayy.
I got the other stuff, the cooking utensils. I got that. I had to buy an adapter to make the little thing work, but I got that yesterday, so that is all set up and ready to use. So thank you, Tammy Mundy. You'll find me. Hi, Jason. Gotcha, Sherry. I mean, Cleo, gotcha. I will take care of that before I head over to the Capitol tomorrow. I may go. It's supposed to be a support rally for Trump. I don't know. I may go a little early and check that out, see if there's anything going on, but Lee Bart. I did remember. I didn't do it yet. Alright, I'm gonna put that down on my. I'm gonna do that now. Dang it. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna put an alarm for me to do it tomorrow. Get myself up and going. I meant to do it. I was out and I did laundry today, and I was going to do that while I was out, and for some reason when I left doing laundry, I drove right back to the campground, and I don't know why. I have no excuse. Alarm. 11 o'clock. We'll make it 12 o'clock noon tomorrow. Alarm name Lee Bart. Mail. Now. Save. Alright, it's set. The alarm is set. It will definitely be mailed out tomorrow, Lee Bart. I apologize for that. I'm sometimes not very good at that. Yes, I will remember. I got the alarm set, and it's going to remind me what it's for. So we'll make sure it's done tomorrow. Before I got to go do some stuff for Cleo, so I'll get it all done at the same time. Hi, Lori Hayden. Hey, Mom, when does Kenny go to have that procedure done? You're good, Mom. Relax, get you some rest. Get you feeling better. Next Wednesday? Then they schedule. Okay, thank you. I was just curious. Flying umbrellas. The wind's picking up.
Can't be transfers, it ain't real. They need a mental asylum. Say the truth, they look at me like I'm the one with the problem. But they mess with little kids. That's why pedophilia rising. But that's what happens when you give an inch to the game. Promoting sin instead of telling them they should change the ways. They make you wear a mask. You can fly that remind me of slaves. Got my order wrong at McDonald's thinking you need a raise. I'm about to break the meter. Two-way got my heater. Hey, I don't wear Nike. I only rock Adidas. Hey, I'm in the street yard. Mostly y'all just tweet us. Hey, and false teachers. So Bryson got a teal. If a man dressed like a woman, then it should be a crime. If you impersonate a cop, then they gon' give you some time. Say you a queen, but all you do is twerk and show your behind. And people think you a 10, but you ain't worth a dime. You scared of COVID, but you around like 400 pounds. Take that mask off
400 pounds?
so you look like a
What in the
clown.
world?
It's offensive, I don't care, 'cause
I'm not sure I've heard this
my
before.
rounds. And if you voted Joe, you a coon. I love how that sound. Hey, mask off. I promise they don't help. If I saw my son in the dress, then I'll go and get my belt. Look in the mirror and tell me what you think about yourself. You need a safe space. Sorry, I don't care about what you feel. I'm about to break the meter. Two-way got my heater. Hey, I don't wear Nike. I only rock Adidas. Hey, I'm in the street yard. Mostly y'all just tweet us. Hey, and false teachers. Bryson got a teal.
They would ban me if I tweeted everything in this verse, but I would get
Yes,
a Grammy
Dana
if
always
I
helps.
was dressed
I did
in a
watch
purse.
Dana.
They want
I got-
every black man to be like
I watched the
John,
first
and
part of
then it
Dana.
hurts. Say, oh, give up a
Later in the
story,
day. I
like
didn't get to watch him
in the
this
dirt.
morning, but
If you like PLM and you like CNN,
Tommy tries to say David is the gas-fired light. If so, is the heat from it going to burn the tent roof?
Cause you done went along with this here, and now you done cause all these dang problems in here. They don't play fair, stealing the election and selling children on Wayfair. Opening the borders, they bringing drugs and they
No, it's not a gas-fired light. The one hanging there is just a battery LED light.
Never been afraid of a liberal. It's only two genders, boy and girl. Keep it simple.
More than 100 kidnapped by Hamas. Mostly kids. They are savages. Hi, Gloria Stomp. It's sickening what is happening right now, guys. I don't even... it's hard to even talk about without getting furious. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting.
Break the meter, two-way got my heater. Hey, I don't wear Nike, I only rock Adidas. Hey, I'm in the street yard, mostly y'all just tweet us. Hey, and false teachers, so Bryson got a teal.
Okay, there I sent out invitations to come on down to Freedom Corner, all of my media. So,
Because that right there is what's happening.
Hi, Sean.
That's what's happening.
Hi, Cor.
All right, we're ready for some Jesus.
Every day. Lots of times a day.
Father, we need you each day. We need you like we need air. We need you like, because like the deer thirsting for fresh water. So Father, we come before you this evening again to ask for your presence, for your presence with us. Watch over us. Grant us the wishes from our hearts. That is, that you will be with the Patriots, with our brothers and sisters that are here in D.C., Gulag, and across the country, who have lost their freedom, who are confined unjustly. We know that you are a just God, and your justice and righteousness will rule the land. We just need to rise up and fight, and when you are with us, we will overcome all the barriers, all the corruption, all the deceit, because you are the light of the world, and darkness cannot stand. We pray for each one here at the corner. Pray for your blessing upon us, supplying all of our needs, and give us the faith to persevere to the end until we see justice and righteousness in America. We thank you. We pray it in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yes, I was just about to say, Trooper, we have amazing people out there. So.
Maybe we need to adjust the sound more.
Well, as you know, we are going across all nations. We're in Canada, South America, we're in England, and we have a couple people there on my chat. English Rose and her husband Terry. Tomorrow they will be doing a short walk in honor of Ashley's birthday tomorrow, and she will be streaming it. And I'm not exactly sure what time it is because they're quite a few hours ahead of us. But if you go onto her YouTube channel, subscribe, hit the ding button, and you'll be able to see everything that they'll be doing tomorrow.
Yeah, so that's English Rose,
Yes.
and so
Husband Terry.
And her husband Terry, and you know, that is amazing, and that's moving, you know, that's moving mountains. That's going to bring awareness of the corruption and the absolute, you know, unjust murder of Ashley. And I'm so thankful to them. And I wish Mickey was here tonight. She's not, as y'all can see. She's taking a night off. And so she'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Ashley's birthday. We are meeting at the Capitol. We're going to meet at 5 o'clock at the Capitol side across from the Supreme Court, where I think that's the east side.
It is.
It is the east side. See? I'm getting the layout of the land. So, uh-oh. And so we're going to be meeting there at 5 tomorrow. We're going to lay flowers, and Dwight's going to lead us in a beautiful prayer, and we are going to commemorate Ashley's life, and we're going to come back here and have the vigil and have cake and food and vigilize and celebrate Ashley's life. You know, I think tomorrow needs to be, you know, about Ashley's life and not so much about how she was murdered. And I hope that we can do that tomorrow and have a beautiful day. Ivan has something going on at the Triangle at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And, you know, he's going to be live streaming that, so you can find him on Twitter. And so that's going on. McAbee's having his closing arguments tomorrow. And, you know, there's a lot happening. So let's just keep everyone in prayer. You know, yesterday I got a little heat about some stuff I said because my own opinion, and that is my very own opinion. It's not Guy Wesley's. It's not anybody else's. I do feel like January 6th we should have gone harder because of just the state that we're in now, and people are really waking up to the reality of allowing this regime to just continue the agenda. And, you know, and I get it. I hear people say that, you know, MAGAs are the greatest threat to this country, or the border being open is the greatest threat to this country. Well, all of those things, you know, it's Biden. He's the biggest threat to this country, and the agenda that they're trying to push. And, you know, our government is absolutely against the people, and you can see it play out in real time now. And, you know, and that is what I see, and that's how I feel. And it has nothing to do with, you know, it is hindsight, but that's hindsight. We're a lot smarter now from what happened. We absolutely know now for sure that the government is against us, because maybe they would have had more information if they hadn't have been hunting down our countrymen over January 6th. You know, we know how many resources have been pulled to search out people that were there. And, you know, and now they're saying, oh, there are all these security failures. Well, what were all your people doing? You know, from what I can tell, from what I can see, the FBI's been looking for MAGA grannies and grandpas and fathers and sons across this nation at a steady pace. So, you know, let's think about that, because now we do know, we do see that our government is against the people. And, you know, we just need to be strong in our resilience and our consistency with standing up and getting our voices heard. And, you know, I pray for everybody involved in the Middle East. That is tragic, but that is over there. What we're dealing with here is a travesty also, and it is a Cold War. Well, you know, actually we talked about that. It's not necessarily a Cold War, you know, civil war we have going on here anymore. When they murdered American citizens on January 6th, they absolutely declared war on their end. So, you know, we keep bringing the peace, they keep wanting war, you know. So let's just keep everyone in prayer. Busy week. I hope everybody will tune in. Let's keep, thank you, English Rose, and your husband.
Her YouTube channel is English Rose 089.
English Rose 089 is English Rose's YouTube channel, which that's where she'll be streaming her walk for Ashley tomorrow. And I know Mickey's going to be super grateful for that, and I know it warms my heart to know there are such strong patriots across this world. So God bless y'all.
Better do what they want. It's alright, okay, sorry, but you can't pray. Gotta keep the church doors closed. No, suspicions, a saint politician will tell you what you need to know. Citizen fools and brand new rules make everyone a hero now. So keep your distance, no resistance, only do what you're allowed. Catch that jet, you'll dance in the red, but just don't speak your mind. Get your facts from the paid contracts, cause never will it take a lot. They don't know me.
Here has been evacuated after a man
Oh, God help our soul. Oh, God help our soul. This is what we have done.
It's on your mind.
See no evil, bow to the needle, then we turn our way. Such is the new help, war is the new one, truth is whatever they say. Expert lectures, media protectors, tell me who to love and hate. Jail and the network, hail to the Zuckerberg, head down, just behave. Liberty, freedom, angels, demons, someone's in control. No way, no how, I wouldn't say it too loud, don't you know they're on patrol? Need more likes, post up, let's fight, there's no way that you're wrong. Gotta listen to the science, cause it's all about compliance. You agree or you're gone, they don't know me. They don't own me. Oh, God help our soul. Look what we've become. Oh, God help our soul. If it's what we have done. Sell my info, hacked and don't know. Show me what I need to buy. Sex consumption, no corruption, just as advertised. You've been labeled and I've been able, better apologize. Propaganda, racist slander, time to organize. Shot bang, Newsmax, brain dead, useless, show it on the TV screen. Tell me who to vote for, gotta start a new war, wouldn't wanna live in
Peace Garden State.
divide and conquer, weak not stronger, everybody know your place. Do it now, won't hurt, dig into your own dirt, virtue found its grave, they don't know me.
Oh, okay, darn.
They don't own me. Oh, God help our soul. Look what we've become. Oh, God help our soul. If it's what we have done. Inside violence, sinful silence, mainstream message, won't you guide us? You know what is best for our own good. Anti this and anti that, cancel this and cancel that, take it to the streets and the neighborhoods. Worship doctors, food and drugs, brand yourself, give them your blood. Don't believe your eyes, don't look around. Fake news, rumors, okay boomer, ignorance will stay in our future. Will you make it through or burn it down? Oh God, oh God, help our soul. Oh God, help our soul. Oh God, oh God, help our soul. Oh God, help our soul. Oh God, help our soul.
And we got a call.
Vigil there. It's been a year, so we're going to go back and celebrate a year.
Hello, hello. Hey. It's inmate 385960 calling from the DC Gulag. I'm Matt Silva, and I assume this is Tammy.
This is.
All right. Hey, how you guys doing today? It's brisk. Very brisk out there.
It is a little brisk out here, but thankfully we have good coffee, and we have jackets and hats and gloves. Some people. I don't have my gloves on, but I do have them in my pocket just in case. And we have like big warm hearts, so that's keeping us nice and toasty.
That you do. Yeah. So I guess the big news today would be RFK Jr. announced an independent bid for the presidency. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I did not, but a lot of other people said yes, so I guess I'm just behind.
Yeah.
I went to the grocery store today, so unfortunately had no time to look at news.
Yeah. Well, it's something I caught on the TV briefly. I just think it's interesting. It's also very sad because a lot of people like RFK Jr. They thought he had a very good anti-establishmentarian message. But as one of my favorite bloggers has said, when you're dealing with politicians, a lot of times you shouldn't just listen to what they say. You should also judge them by what they do, and that's an important thing you need to look at. So if someone you think is anti-establishment suddenly runs as a spoiler for the other anti-establishment candidate, then that's a sign that they're actually establishment. That they were put there as a foil to be a splitter. A lot of people are saying, well, no, RFK Jr. wants to pardon the J6ers. And I'm like, okay, well, let's pretend that the next election is a referendum on pardoning the J6ers. Mm-hmm. Let's say that he gets 23% of the vote, and then Trump gets 38% of the vote. That's 61% of the people who are definitely for pardoning the J6ers. But will the J6ers be pardoned? No, because the remaining 39% of the vote goes to Joe Biden. And so everyone has to serve out the fullness of their sentences. There's no pardon. And it's a very sad and bleak picture indeed. So that's why it's important not to just listen to what politicians say, but also watch what they do. And I think that was one of the things that people were looking at with McCarthy when they dropped him or they removed him from the speakership. He said one thing, but he did another. And holding politicians or anyone in politics accountable for their misrepresentation in matters like that, that's essential, especially in this day and age, because you don't know who else is out there. And for years, the establishment has controlled the Republican primary system by using what's known as a splitter strategy. They basically have different candidates that appeal to certain demographics that they don't want to coalesce behind a single candidate. In 2016, Trump blew that dynamic apart by being someone who could break through a lot of those demographic barriers. And that foiled their strategy, and their splitter strategy worked against them. They tried that again, and they're actually trying that again now with the 2024 group of candidates. And you have DeSantis, you have Nikki Haley, you have all these candidates who all appeal to a certain sub-demographic of the conservative voter, the Republican Party. And they're this sort of act as spoilers for the desired candidate, which most of us, I think we can agree, is the preferred establishment candidate on the right would have been Ron DeSantis. And so they were trying to use that strategy again. As far as the primary is concerned, I mean, Trump's pretty much got it locked up.
Right.
But now that we have a three-way race, and the third-party candidate will never win. The third-party candidate is always a spoiler. That's always been the case. So now that we have a three-way presidential race, it's really important to drill down into details and to ask yourself what matters most. I'm afraid that a lot of people will want to vote for RFK Jr. Just because, you know, they want someone new or something like that. So, but I'm also confident that, like in 2016, Trump is not without his cache of weapons. It's just really sad that he has to now fight against two candidates, while he's also being attacked by the full force of the DOJ and the FBI. But all his supporters are experiencing the same. So it's really sad that RFK had to do this. He's the one thing that can perpetuate the police state on in 2024. I hope he has he comes to his senses and he decides not to do this. But we'll see. We'll see. We never know. It's still early in the process. So.
You know, I think you're right, and I think that it is going to be interesting to see what happens in the next coming months, especially where it concerns him. I haven't had a chance to follow as closely as I want to, you know, his whole campaign, but I do find, you know, the whole Kennedy aspect of it just very interesting, and I think it's really interesting that that anyone could consider that wouldn't be an establishment candidate. I mean, how could he not? Well,
at this point, yeah, you have to look at it how it is, not how you wish it to be. There are a lot of people who are hoping that RFK Jr. would join up with Trump on the same ticket. That was never going to happen. And now that he's struck out on his own with a three-way race, it's extremely disappointing to see that he did that. He loses a lot of credibility in my book for making that decision. But a lot of times these politicians, surprisingly, they're not as principled as you would want them to be, or at least as principled as they oftentimes sound. Some of these guys get a man who, like a smooth talker, who gets talking in their ear and says, hey, even if you don't win, you'll have a platform after this, you know, you'll have like maybe a radio show or a TV show or something along those lines. And you can grow your brand. You can grow your brand and spread your voice, and that's what's important, because you're the only real anti-establishment out there. It's like, yeah, okay, RFK Jr., you're being censored on social media, but you're not being censored and you know, politically assassinated and judicially you know, hounded like Donald Trump is. So if you wanna compare who's the more anti-establishment character or candidate, you definitely would have Donald Trump at the top of that list. So.
Well, I just feel like any of these politicians that are trying to team up with Trump and are trying to be on his side are not on our side. And our side is America first and Americans first. You know, that's what our goal, our priority has to be. I mean, you know, the rest of the world, you know, of course we want to do what we can, when we can, where we can, but our priority has to be America. And all of these other politicians that aren't America first and Americans first, they gotta go. They have to go. Because they're definitely not for us. And if we have politicians that are not for us, then what, you know, then who are they for? They're for themselves. They're for the private, you know, deals that they're doing in back rooms that we know nothing about. And they're for greed, corruption, and for the American people to be in death and despair. And you know, it's the destruction of our country. So, you know, at this point, it's like good versus evil.
Yeah, and we've been talking a lot recently about the attacks in Israel and how horrendous they are. I was a little bit, my mouth was agape when I started reading some of the articles, and a lot of the commentary seems to be that the absence of a response is 100% Matt Gaetz' fault for vacating the speakership.
Right.
When there's plenty of room for Biden to do what he wants. You know, it suddenly we got to play by these old timey rules that haven't really been enforced in any kind of military or international police action for the past half century. Now it's Congress's fault. Well, okay, we're sympathetic, right? I mean, we've made that very clear. We think those attacks are abhorrent, and that the people who did it are going to pay and should pay. I think Israel is perfectly capable of taking care of itself, though. Unlike every other country that these grifters in politics would have you think, you know, that every other country that isn't America is completely helpless and can't take care of itself. Well, Israel very much can and will take care of itself.
Right.
But the reason why that speakership was vacated is because there was a fundamental lapse in integrity. And McCarthy said he would do one thing, and then he did another. And we can continue with that dysfunctional, abusive relationship between the politicians and us, or we can do something about it. And that's, you know, there's a lot of back and forth about, you know, whether that was a good idea or not. But I think on principle, it definitely was a good idea to vacate the speakership. All of the ramifications have not fallen into place yet. So whether it was a good idea tactically or not, we still have yet to see. But it's really low to say that to try to turn this attack in Israel into a cudgel against trying to hold our own politicians accountable, and that's what those articles were doing. And it was very prevalent even in the conservative media. And I just have to shake my head. Because like we're for us first. We have to take care of ourselves, and that means holding our politicians accountable for their actions and their deeds. That should be a hard thing to understand. I don't know why everyone thinks that if something happens in the world, well, America has to put everything inside our borders on hold. All of our laws, all of our regulations and forms and culture, all of that has to be sort of pushed outside, out of the way, so that we can all concentrate on this big international thing, be it Ukraine or Israel or whatever. That's not how it should work. Fundamentally, we have a right and a responsibility, actually, to focus on our things, our country first. And the people still say that the border is a huge problem. The people still say that fentanyl is a huge problem. The people still say that the economy is a huge problem. And people don't have enough money to buy food. The gas prices are going through the roof. So it's time that we stop pretending like our priority on every list has to be someone who's not us. It's time, America, for some me time. We close the door, we draw the bath, we light some candles, we get some bubble bath.
You have 1 minute remaining.
You know, America,
We start
America
drilling
needs some
for
me
oil.
time.
We start taking care of our own. We start letting our farmers farm.
Yeah.
We kick all these CCP-owned farms out of it. Kick the CCP out of America. We get Bill Gates off of our farmland. Yeah, we need to start doing all of that.
Bring big pharma to heel. Yeah, and yeah, everything. Yeah, all of that. Yes, that's awesome. Hey, we got the minute warning, so I'm going to say you guys are the most awesome people in the world. Thank you so much. And stay warm.
We love you, Patriot.
God bless you.
God bless you. Good night. We'll hear you at the anthem.
All right.
All right.
I don't know why I felt like the wind was going to end.
Well, he's not wrong. Oh, no, we can just go away. Well, he wasn't wrong about any of that. And, you know, it's just another example of why we all need to be as activated as possible. And we need to be holding our representatives and our congressmen and our senators and our governors We need to be holding them responsible for their actions and as well as their inaction. You know, we can talk about action all day, but we saw a lot of inaction from our president over the weekend about Israel. We saw that he was busy having a picnic yesterday in the Rose Garden while we've got American hostages being tortured. You know, and it's appalling. You got to get up and you got to get activated.
Yeah. Thank you.
In 1812, England desperately wanted to avenge her humiliating defeat in the American Revolution 31 years before. Her problem was that she had her hands full with Napoleon's France. So all she could do for the first couple of years of her second war with those Yankee dealers was use her 300-ship navy, the mightiest in the world, to interfere with our ocean commerce. But by the summer of 1814, Napoleon was in exile on Elba. Suddenly, England was the world's only superpower, with the best trained and best equipped troops anywhere. At last, she could punish England who had the audacity to declare their independence and the astonishingly poor taste to challenge her in war yet again. The mistakes of 1776 would not be repeated. Instead of spreading too few redcoats over too much territory, Admiral Sir Alexander Cochrane devised a shock and awe plan to deploy overwhelming numbers of troops into a limited area. And he knew exactly where he wanted to strike first. Washington, D.C. fell to the British on August 24th. They looted and burned the White House and Capitol, then moved on to Baltimore, the center of shipping for the Middle States. Cochrane planned a two-prong attack. His armada of 22 warships sailed up the Chesapeake to Baltimore's harbor and laid siege to the city. Meanwhile, General Robert Ross and over 4,000 crack troops attacked from the landward side of town. Cochrane's flagship held an American prisoner, a Maryland physician named William Vaness, whose only crime had been objecting to redcoat looting. The Vaness family appealed to a prominent Washington attorney for help in securing the doctor's release. That lawyer's name was Francis Scott Key. Key was asked to sail directly into the British guns. There was no guarantee that he wouldn't be taken prisoner too. It would have been so easy for him to have told the Vaness family, "I can't." But my friends, the word American ends in I can. Saying I can has always been a vital part of the American character, and soon, Francis was tacking across Baltimore Harbor under a flag of truce. When Admiral Cochrane received him, Francis proved so persuasive that Dr. Vaness was granted parole and allowed to join Key in the sloop. But all these negotiations had taken time. The sun was about to set, which was the signal for the attack on Baltimore to commence. Key and Vaness could not sail into the line of fire. They would have to spend the night tethered to an English ship. It was from this vantage point that Francis saw the red glare of the Congreve rockets as they sizzled overhead. There he also heard the thunderous explosions of the fused 190-pound bombs bursting in air. They were all aimed at tiny Fort McHenry, whose 30 by 42-foot American flag had provided a perfect sighting target for the naval gun crews. The attack continued into the early morning hours. Key understood that if Fort McHenry fell to the British, Baltimore was doomed. Dawn was breaking when the smoke and haze cleared enough for Francis to once again see the ramparts of Fort McHenry. He expected England's Union Jack to be flying above the fort. At the very least, he anticipated that the fort's 15-star American flag would have been hauled down. He couldn't know that British troops had been repulsed. General Ross himself had been killed, leading to confusion and disarray among the redcoats. The attack had failed, and even now, the English were starting to withdraw. But then, a gust of wind over Fort McHenry caused a rain-soaked and battle-scarred banner to wave in the breeze. Its meaning was unmistakable. Somehow, against overwhelming odds, the Doodles had won again. Francis took an envelope from his pocket and wrote a poem entitled, "The Defense of Fort McHenry." At the bottom he scribbled, to the tune of, "To Anacreon in Heaven." This was a curious choice in that Key had picked a bawdy and popular English drinking song. That's right, the melody for the Star-Spangled Banner was borrowed from an English barroom favorite. The next day, Key's poem was published to immediate success. In 1931, it became our national anthem. Fort McHenry's original flag, now beautifully restored, is on display in the Smithsonian today. But you and I could have never sung that song if a Washington lawyer hadn't said, "I can." Only saying "I can" put Francis Scott Key in exactly the right place at exactly the right time to create the stirring prose treasured by every American. Oh, say can you see, by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was
Still there!
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Have you been to Jesus for the cleansing power? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you fully trusting in His grace this hour? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed in the blood, in the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you walking daily by the Savior's side? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Do you rest each moment in the crucified? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed in the blood, in the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb?
Special walk in honor of Ashley's birthday. Streaming it. Let's get the go on their YouTube channel. Hit the notification button. 2 hours ahead of us.
In the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb, are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb?
Notification. They're a few hours ahead of us.
Christian soldier, you wear the armor of God now. You wear the armor of God now.
Lewis Rose 089.
They say to get it off your chest, get on your knees and just confess. Get on your knees and just be blessed. Hit them with these and you'll beat that test. But I'm bad at tests and I like this sin. 16 years old, I was high to begin. 30 years old, I was crying within. Man, why did I always try to fit in? Thinking of things that might come next. Thinking of drinking, drugs, and sex. Thinking about all my regrets. Thinking of these absurd requests to my wife and kids that are on the phone. They've been feeling all alone. They've been waiting, waiting for the minute they daddy come rolling home. I thought I could do it all by myself. Thought I could do it without God's help. Thought I could do it from the minute I was in it, but I didn't even know there was anybody else that felt the same way just like me. Help was on the way, you'll see. J-E-S-U-S was coming and he came in the name of G-O-D. I was watching over you through all your darkest days, so I could bring you to the light, let you know that it was me. My God, you were so far from saved. I remember every time that you cursed my name. That J-E-S-U-S, crazy, the name that lets you know that you are saved now. Yes, you are saved now. I slipped a breaker of chains, is here to stay now. I brought you through that house of pain. I strengthened you through suffering. I raised you up from your knees and I pulled you out from the devil. No, you never knew I was involved you. Never knew I was beside you. Every single second of every day. Every single second along the way. Watching the summer kill me. Till you got down upon your knees. That's for me to answer your light. That was when I showed you my light. As long as you keep me to stay. Never mislead you, just trust me. Said this honor of God is not heavy. Say this honor of God is not heavy. Christian soldier, you wear the honor of God now. You wear the honor of God now. Christian soldier, you wear the honor of God now. You wear the honor of God now. I got that armor of God on, I'll never take it off. Ephesians 6:11 got me focused on the cross. If it wasn't for the sacrifice, we would all be lost. I will ride with King Jesus cause he chose to pay that cost. I will ride through the world. I will ride with Messiah. You wear the armor of God. You wear the armor of God now. I will ride with Christians ride with Messiah. You wear the armor of God now. You wear the armor of God now. I will ride.
Warsaw.
I will ride with Messiah. I wear the armor of God now. I wear the armor of God
Team already has the
now.
window seat. Tammy has to sit on the console.
I do. I'm going to sit on the console. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, we're taking a trip to Northern Neck on Friday for their 1-year anniversary of their Vigil, which is amazing. These guys just really, grabbed the bull by the horns down there in Northern Neck, and they were already advocating for our J6ers before we even met them. The Northern Neck Patriots with Tom Jeffries and John Haynes from Northern Neck Sentinel are just amazing patriots, and they've got a little group together that they've been going out there every week. They've been advocating for our J6ers, both in their local newspaper, but also in their board meetings and going to the prison board meetings. And quite frankly, they were absolutely instrumental in getting our guys out of Northern Neck because of the horrendous conditions in the jail physically, but also because of the conditions that the COs were putting the guys through, both mentally and physically as well. These guys were just really tortured over in Northern Neck, and it was terrible. And a big shout out to the Northern Neck Patriots for helping us do what they've done, not only to get our J6ers out of Northern Neck, but they didn't stop there. They didn't pack up and go home once that was done. They said, no, we still have work to do here. We want this jail shut down. It's a thorn in this community's side, and it's a privatized jail. And from what we gather, there are about 3 judges in the local community that have ownership of that facility. So it's a definite conflict of interest, but there's ongoing investigations about that, and I don't know as much about that, so I don't want to talk too much about things I don't know too much. But you can do some research yourself and find that out on your own. So Storm and I are going to go down there and vigilize with them on Friday night in celebration of their 1-year anniversary, and that'll be great fun. And I got some really good coffee for us because Storm likes his good coffee, so I'm ready with it. And then another announcement that I wanted to make real quick is that we also got news this evening that Daryl Neely and Sean McHugh have gotten their temperatures checked, so they will be leaving in the morning to the facilities that they will be staying at until the end of their incarceration. So if you could just, pray for them in their transition, we would greatly appreciate it.
And that's a good reminder to, go to Patriot Mail Project and check for updates and everything of where these different detainees, these inmates are being held. They do get transferred quite a bit, so they will have an update on when Sean and Neely get to where, they're going. Patriot Mail Project also has their Christmas drive opened up, so you can go and register there. If you're a J6 family, you can go and register and make sure that you have your kids taken care of. I know that Patriot Mail Project did a really great job with the J6 families last year, so the need is even greater this year, unfortunately. But make sure you go and sign up for that. You can go and also adopt a family there or donate directly to Patriot Mail Project. And, I've seen their good work directly with my own eyes. And, they're steady working at it. So they're very meticulous about all that with the Patriot Mail Project. They're very on top of it. It's hard to keep up with all the inmates. How many inmates did we say approximately that we thought we had detained? Around 200?
It's 191.
191. Okay, so, that's 191 detained, and then there's people on home confinement, and you still have people getting arrested, but just make sure that when you go to Patriot Mail Project, look, they have a place for the birthdays for the month, and they also have a place for updates and any new inmates or new locations. So, just a reminder.
Yeah,
Thank you, Nicole.
Welcome, Nicole.
Hi, Mel. I just got a reminder. They do their lawyers. We'll be right back, folks. PatriotMailProject.com. Go on there and find a lot of information about the
There's a man going around taking names, and he decides who to free and who to blame. Everybody won't be treated all the same. There'll be a golden ladder reaching down when the man comes around. The hairs on your arm will stand up at the terror in each sip and in each sup. Will you partake of that last offered cup, or disappear into the potter's ground when the man comes around? Hear the trumpets, hear the pipers, 100 million angels sing. Multitudes are marching to the big kettle drum. Voices calling, voices crying. Some are born and some are dying. It's Alpha and Omega's kingdom come. And the whirlwind is in the thorn tree. The virgins are all trimming their wigs. The whirlwind is in the thorn tree. It's hard for thee to kick against the pricks. Till Armageddon, no shalom, no shalom. Then the father hen will call his chickens home. The wise men will bow down before the throne. And at his feet they'll cast their golden crowns. When the man comes around. Whoever is unjust, let him be unjust still. Whoever is righteous, let him be righteous still. Whoever is filthy, let him be filthy still. Listen to the words long written down. When the man comes around. Hear the trumpets, hear the pipers. 100 million angels singing. Multitudes are marching to the big kettle drum. Voices calling, voices crying. Some are born and some are dying. It's Alpha and Omega's kingdom come. And the whirlwind is in the thorn tree, trimming their wicks. The whirlwind is in the thorn tree. It's hard for thee to kick against the pricks. In measured 100-weight and penny pounds. When the man comes around.
I like chocolate covered pretzels.
Make some of those.
Well, we've been there before. They're long called. We've seen eagles, bald eagles out there, foxes, a bunch of turkeys. It wasn't
My people of the country and we're under attack. They ban us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, take you and stay back. And every time we pull up on your gun, it's American flag. American flag.
On the way back, we stopped.
American flag. And every time we pull up on your gun, it's American flag. I never said that I give a damn. Anybody who's offended can get it, we throwing hands. Anybody not trying to make America great again, don't call you a clown, better know where I stand. I'm a white boy with the middle fingers in the air, dog. We don't give a fuck. I know white boys gonna hold me down anywhere, dog. My patriots, the craziest, they ain't afraid of breaking fists. I'm facing this. You really wanna taste of this? Don't taste the kids, the same mistake and spray the kid, but pray you miss. Cause if you don't, they gon' go wacko. Automatic gun smoke like tobacco. Never hit a mini, but it's pretty hard to tell if you're a girl or a day. Damn, there's these assholes. I ain't never gonna take a knee for the anthem. Smack 'em. I don't give a damn, can't stand 'em. Gang full of random, spam with a handgun. Run up in your mansion, leave it all abandoned. I was raised to be brave to the grave. United States, we love the country that they've been corrupt and go woke and go broker if you ain't obeyed. My people of this country and we're under attack. They ban us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, take you and stay back. And every time we pull up on your gun, it's American flag. American flag. American flag. And every time we pull up on your gun, it's American flag. Got that AKA all Draco, deep you stank it, break your ankles. I'm not hearing what you saying, hit the pavement, now you seeing angels, think it's dangerous, go against the Patriots, got all the bangers, take a look inside my closet, you gon' see way more than hangers, hammers like I do construction, ammo, I'ma shoot at something, why you think we don't need guns, so we can just go do some hunting, you must not pay close attention, government they want division, only treason if you lose, I guarantee we come out with it, and my side fly high like eagles, I would die for all
Hopefully the wind has died down now, hopefully.
We don't care if you're mad. We cherish this land. The haters can't get buried in rags. Think that fight your own glory, turning fabric to ash. But every time we pull up, all you're gonna see the American flag. American flag. American flag. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see the American flag.
Up here where I can see you.